Hey, what's happening, man? Hey, question. How would you feel if you opened up TikTok and you saw your middle school age daughter taking out her teacher's hair in class? It's just a question. I don't know if I said that with a lot of authority. It's just a question I wanted to ask y'all. How would y'all feel? I don't know.
MacTheDJ.Com. Stupid.
Hey, man, once again, welcome back. Y'all keep dealing with me and y'all keep texting me and got hitting my phone up. Matt, we like it, Matt. Oh. So I'm going to keep doing it. But anyways, man, the topic of the day, and it's been very viral on Black Twitter. Black Twitter is probably the source of all of my content. Shout out to Black Twitter. Goddamn, it was a young lady. She was in class, or has the teacher. It was a couple young ladies. I lied. So where the teacher had like little twists, like old dog. You know the old dog twist where it's like 10 on them, old dog twist. And I guess, he had a little function that night. He finna get his hair done. There was last 10 minutes of class, like 6 young ladies went over there, started taking it out for him, and he posted it. And the Black Twitter low-key went crazy. So let's look at the footage, and everybody can develop their opinions together. We can all develop our opinions together. Let's see. Here we go.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we?
First of all, Buddy literally started the video with stirring the pot.
Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal
He literally just said he wanted to stir the pot. That's interesting.
time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat. People saying this was inappropriate, and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird.
Hey, first of all, I could tell you right now, all the people that said it was fine was women. All the people that says inappropriate is men's and women's that care about young women's.
Of course, I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school, and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video, and I was one of the ones being interviewed.
So it's a semi-emergency, is what I'm getting. It's a semi-emergency.
I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally, I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair.
First of all, you a grown-ass man. They is not your best friends. And I said second, first of all. And third of all, hey, them braids do not take no $100 to take out, but I understand, like, nobody don't want to take out their own hair for real.
And they all agreed. Number 2, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their...
Dog, if my daughter was taking out her teacher's hair in class and this nigga break out an orange, hell no.
STEM fair projects and presentations. I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever.
Hey, secondly, shout out to the G-Shot gang on deck.
And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of
nigga
these were
eating
students from my
oranges.
class, but others were students from other classes.
There's other students from other classes.
Class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria.
He got the whole grade taken out his hair.
They showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, "Oh, this is..."
Well, first of all, if you was a female teacher, man, come on, hold on. Listen. If you was a female teacher, you not a female teacher. Ain't no. That's a big if, ain't it? Tight shit. You not. It's done. Like double standard. All right.
Weird. This is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, "Oh, that's too intimate." To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird.
Interesting.
Some people have never had cool teachers, and it shows.
You cool because they let you let them take out your hair.
Relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know
This is a
and
little
feel
weird.
that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time
That
to
is a
get to
little
know my
weird.
students outside of academics because
Okay.
caring for the whole child is what's important.
Okay. Hey man. Oh, man. That was a little weird. I ain't gonna cat with you. Before I go on to make my points, cause I didn't write any of this down type shit, right? So it's gonna kind of come off the cuff, and I might jump around. So let's look at the comments real quick. I don't know type shit. Let's look at where we at. Black parents tap in. Would you be okay? I think this is yeah. This is the original tweet. Here's the rest of the video that I'm not gonna watch. I think a bond between the educator and their students can be a wonderful thing. However, I believe boundaries are necessary, and there are plenty of team building exercises or games they can establish this and doesn't require touching beyond a high five or a church hug. Let's look at an opposing opinion. As a former teacher, it's not that serious. This teacher clearly has built strong and trusting relationships with his students. How does taking our hair show that they're trusting? They're like that. They're okay. How is that trusting? I don't. I guess like you let people that you don't know that you pay money to take out your hair. I guess like are y'all besties at that point? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, he's 6'2", 230. He should be in the NFL. Okay, here we go. I can tell there's a lot of trauma on this post, but we got to stop reflecting our trauma onto other people. This doesn't have to be uncomfortable or weird. I think anything being recorded, premeditated, could. He didn't really make a point. Here we go. 248. She had to make a point. He's not chilling with his little siblings, cousins. He's at work. That's a good point. It's bad enough he's doing this on work time, but young girls can be impressionable, and this is somewhat intimate and way too personal. I be spitting on this podcast. If a student started doing another student's hair class, that would be okay. Interesting. Okay, so listen, man. First of all, I had somebody who has had hair back in the day, high school. Shout out to everybody that had hair. Somebody doing your hair is extremely personal. Extremely personal. The only people that even did anything to my hair was a relative, my big sister, my cousins. Like, man, some of the people, my homegirl stayed down the street. Some of the people that did anything inside of my hair are very near and dear to my heart. So it is personal. In the black community, a woman doing somebody's hair is a form or a sign of love. Y'all don't remember Mario's song, Braid My Hair? Come braid my hair. We as African American, saying something involving hair is never that serious. It's absolutely that's not a genuine statement. Just from the black standpoint. Now let's talk about the teacher student dynamic standpoint, right? Are we gonna pretend that young girls don't have crushes on their young cool teachers? Like every TV show you watch, goddamn, you can watch Boy Meets World. When they get the new hip young teacher, there's always at least one girl who has a crush on him. Nah, did y'all not go to the same middle schools I went to? Listen, I went to the historic, the great Carol City middle school, home of the Baby Chiefs in the early 2000s, and I can tell you right now, the young cool teachers, I done heard some things. I'm not saying I heard some things on the teacher's part. I've not in middle school, at least I didn't hear it on the teacher's part. But the things that the girls were saying about the teachers was the alarming shit. I mean, at the time, it ain't alarming because in my head, this is natural, type shit. Like you supposed to like the opposite sex or whatever. But I think that there's a dynamic between man and young woman that has not been explored within this topic, right? So I'm about to go there, and y'all boys tap in and see if I make sense. 'Cause I might not make sense. So in the man-woman attraction thing, right? This is my opinion, right? Women low-key like to be dominated in a lot of ways, right? And women always want to date up. So they always want to date somebody higher than them. In a dynamic of a cool teacher, I'm a young student who's getting into my hormones and things like that. It is in my opinion, very easy for something outside of a teacher student feeling to arise. And maybe not on the teacher part for sure, but on the young woman part, because she like that comment said, she's impressionable, right? She's becoming a young woman. She has hormones. This, that, and third. This person of authority who's not that much older than me or whatever case may be, probably is handsome to other people, other actual grown women, and he's letting me touch his hair. Like, that is somewhat problematic, in my opinion. So, a lot of people in the comments were like, "Oh, y'all sexualize everything, y'all pedalize everything." Nah, I don't think he's a. I hope not. I don't think that's the case on his part, but I do think that there is a clearer boundary and a clear non-consideration of the young woman, the young women, where their feelings lie and how their emotions are interpreted. You know, so for me, like when it comes to my dealings with any type of teenager or whatever, I always try to set an extremely clear boundary. Like I'll give y'all a story. I don't know. Anyway, so I was asked to walk this wonderful young lady in her debutante. Shout out to the Zetas. And I did, right? So I go to the first practice. I'm at the practice, and I'm like, we gotta do this little dance. And I guess the way that the debutante thing is set up is supposed to be like father and daughter, but the only problem is I'm not this young lady's father, right? So the dance, you got to hug a little bit, and you know what I'm saying? Just things that I don't know if it's okay. So you know what I did? Hey, before we do anything, let me talk to your parents. Hey, let me talk to your mom. Make sure this okay. I ain't saying this is weird, but it's a lot of time. We're gonna have to discuss this boundary type shit, because I am aware of how this is perceived. I am aware of the situation and scenario type shit. Like, I understand that there has to be some sort of boundary, and everybody has to be understanding of what those boundaries are. And I think in this particular situation, that was a boundary that was crossed. It is unprofessional, inappropriate, inconsiderate, in my opinion. Hell yeah, all of the above, for sure. Now, I would not use the P word with this young man. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think he should be fired. I don't think he should be, I guess, quote unquote, reprimanded. I would be okay with a don't do that again. to be honest, because one, we shouldn't be recording people's kids and posting it like for content, and two, the act of which I was actually doing is a little inappropriate. So I wouldn't. But if they just walked up to him and said, "Hey, listen, yeah, don't do that again," I think that would be cool, because I can only imagine, if I opened up TikTok or whatever and I see my daughter taking out her teachers, it ain't going down. You can tell that, like, okay, it's an emergency situation. Ooh, yeah, okay. Listen, and if the good Black Jesus blessed me with a daughter, we not no follower. We ain't going somewhere where we see 5 other girls go, 5 other girls, he good. We ain't doing that. Hey, I want my daughter to be the one to send him her booking info. Oh, you need me to take out your hair? Emergency? This is my cash out. Let me call my daddy real quick. Daddy, what you think? Ooh. We is a business. Sí. Somos un negocio. Sí. Mi hija y yo. Negocio. Sí. Yeah, man. But yeah, I want to put the P word on the man, and I think a simple don't do it again. I think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I think it sparked a good discussion on Black Twitter, because we do need to understand boundaries, especially when it comes to young women. People argue all the time, protect Black women. Black women are the most unprotected. Ooh, but this backlash is people trying to protect those young girls. Like, we not saying It don't like from what everybody's saying. It don't seem like it's like, hey, that's horrible. It's just like, hey, inappropriate. Let's create a boundary. So this whole episode is about boundaries. But anyways, y'all know I'm finna break out. Whoa, 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 whoa. The 48 laws of power, shot. But anyways, what can we learn from this situation? Let's say we the teacher. What can we learn from this situation? Let's see. Law number 5. So much depends on reputation guarded with your life. So much depends on reputation guarded with your life. So what that's saying is, hey, listen, your word, your reputation, who you are, means everything. Guarded with everything you have. So like him posting this video, or think about it, right? He went live the first time. He got negative backlash. Then he posted the video to be like, what y'all think? Am I tripping? Woo, 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 woo. That reputation of doing, or maybe possibly, being involved in something inappropriate with students is going to be on the internet forever. So let's say you mess around, this job let you go. And there's a shortage of teachers. They need teachers. So let's say this job let you go. You go try to apply for another job. They know who you are. They seen you go viral. If they do, I don't know what the background checks look like, but this is gonna follow you for at least the next couple years of your career until people just up and forget about it. But you gotta protect your reputation. The smarter move would have been like, I'm on the live, everybody says inappropriate, delete. And then delete. I posted this video, everybody, delete. And call all the people, all of the celebrities be using to wipe stuff off the internet. Like, hey, I need y'all to wipe this off the internet. This ain't never happened. Guard it. Guard your reputation. With everything. All right. Did y'all like my sermon today? Did I preach a little bit? Hey, and to the teacher, man, I listen. It's no hard feelings or whatever. It's just honestly just my opinion. And to everybody who gonna call me a misogynist, I apologize in advance. And yeah, man. Hey, listen. I want y'all to have the blessed day that y'all could possibly have. I will speak to y'all next time.